All right, what is up, everybody? Johnny here, live. Thank you, everybody, for watching this on the upload. I'm just going to wait a few minutes for people to get in live. But today, I'm going to be going through some product research techniques for the UK market, and I'm going to do this live. I'm going to use 3 techniques today, so you can see a little bit of an overview around how to find products for Amazon, for FBA for Amazon. So that's what's going down today. Then I'll do a bit of a Q&A, and that'll be it, really. That'll be it for today. But I just want to give some value out. Someone got someone in already. What is up? What is up? Is it Nalyad? You're the first person in, which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to this. Johnny's in, which is awesome as well. Guys, if you do want to wait around until the end as well, of course I'm going to be speaking about the Amazon FBA UK course. If you are joining straight away and you want to know more about it, then just sign up to the mailing list. I say the mailing list, the waiting list, which is the first link in my description. And I'm going to be emailing people when I finish it, literally the moment I finish it, so you can opt in straight away. And then, of course, I'll be doing videos about it as and when I decide to do videos. But I'm going to give people early access to it if they do opt in. And also, I'm going to be doing something quite special for the people that get in there straight away. But I'm going to leave that as a secret for now. How long did it take me to find my first product? 2 weeks. Hey, hey, hey. Greetings from Colombia. Awesome. Dylan, hello. Third, yes. Caught me live. All right. Okay, I'm going to give you, again, I'm not going to spend too long doing this. I'm just going to show you 3 product research techniques. And then what I'm going to do is going to jump on and answer some questions. Anything, they can be about anything. But I'm going to just share my screen now. And I'm going to go to, this is what I do. So I have kind of 3 main things that I will look at. Hopefully you guys can see me. The first thing I'll do is use Jungle Scout. And in the UK, then all you have to do is go select all and get rid of these markets or these categories. And if you're looking at the moment, you can't come into toys and games until the 31st of January. So if you want to look at toys and games, you won't be able to send your products into Amazon before the 31st of January. I've just gone today, like £18 to £21. I thought that was a nice area to look at as a sales price. Estimated sales between 400 and 1,000 and under 50 reviews, about £3 in weight, which is just over a kilogram for us Brits. It's important also to always use standard size. That is super important. Hit search, then come up with a few different things. So these bike covers, they're pretty decent, good price. So I'm just going to open them up. That's the first result. And I'm just looking on the left-hand side for things that potentially could be FBA-able, so private labelable. These glasses, don't want those. Fitbit will be, are they Fitbit? Yeah, Fitbit will be patented. It's a brand. These, don't know what that is, but it's a hook of some sort, so I'll open that. Again, Lego, can't sell that. Phone screens, don't want to sell any of that. Not sure what this is, but it's electronics, don't want that. So this is pretty much what you do. No idea what that is, but it doesn't look very interesting. Watches is gated. That's a watch strap though. A few other bits and pieces. So this is what you do. You just go through and you just look at things that are available. Now I've got to the end of that page. So what I might do is then maybe go down to 300 sales and maybe look at up to 60 reviews and just go through this process. But for the sake of this video, I don't want it to be too long-winded. I'm just going to go ahead and look at one of these products. So as you can see, this is a nice little bike cover. Looks like a good quality one, to be honest. Good pictures, which is nice. The only thing that they don't have is lifestyle photos. I'd like to see some lifestyle photos of maybe someone putting it on their bike. They've got a few different sizes as well, which is decent. But what you need to do is take the broadest keyword. Now, normally the broadest keyword, if this is a good person who sells on Amazon, the broadest keyword is going to be near the beginning of their title, because you want to put the strongest keywords towards the beginning of your title, because it will make you rank better for those keywords. I'm going to type that into all departments. I'll make sure you guys are still here. Stop showing my products! Tanner J. Fox pumping in here. So if you have a little look, I've searched for the broadest keyword. I don't think it's bike cover. I think it's bike cover instead of bike covers. Go over to Jungle Scout Chrome extension on the right hand side, and we get some lovely sales figures. Now, this is a fairly kind of low-ish sales price, but in the UK, $10.99 is going to be kind of $15 or so in the US. So that kind of works out all right. Sales, we're looking pretty good for the UK market. This is okay. There are a few kind of red flags that come up, where these guys at the bottom, the sales dip off a little bit. Don't know what this guy is doing at 57 sales. Oh, okay, that's why. He's just got an awful product, and I don't know what's going on here as well, but they're bundling, guys. In terms of reviews and competitiveness, then, okay, this is okay, but there again is a few red flags. You don't want to see too many people with 3-digit reviews. That's kind of what I think. If there's a lot of people with 3-digit reviews, I kind of just go off of it. However, this is going to bring us on to product research method number 2. Oh, crap. Oh, my God. What's going on? So product research method number 2 is you find people that are selling products. We're not going to click on the sponsored ads because we're not like that. We're not going to spend people's PPC, or are we? No, we're not going to. We're going to click on one of these, B-Way, and you're going to look at that seller to see what else they sell. So best-selling products from B-Way, they sell a lot of bike stuff, which is awesome. And you're just going to go through the things they sell and just start clicking a few, you know, just start going a bit mental. Barbecue, B-Way barbecue cover. That's pretty cool. I saw these here. I thought that might be quite FBA-able. Going to open them up, find out what they are. Okay, I don't even know what that is. Backpack water reservoir, I think. I don't know what the keyword's going to be for this, but we're just going to give it a go. I'm sure some people know what this is, but I don't really know what it is. But we're doing pretty well. Jungle Scout, I can't imagine the sales to be very high on this. As I suspected, not very high sales. Do not buy this product, guys. Doesn't sell anything. However, it's potentially a good product to bundle with something else. Always keep that in mind. Always think, is this product good for FBA? But actually, is it good to bundle with another product? Here's another one, grill mat, barbecue grill mat. This probably, in another market, I think in the US market, this would probably sell loads. But in the UK, it's raining all the time, so we don't really get to barbecue very much. Let's have a little look. Again, not very good sales, unfortunately, and the sales price is too low. But again, if you're selling something barbecue related, you might want to bundle this sort of item because probably they're getting it for about 50p, maybe 50p to £1 for this 3-pack, which is pretty decent to be honest. And finally, the third product research method is using the actual search box, because when you type in something like barbecue, BBQ, then Amazon is going to show you the top searches, so in order of what people search. So barbecue cover is the first thing, then barbecue accessories, barbecue cover heavy duty, barbecue brush, barbecue cleaner. So you can go through these things, click on one, and then again have a look at that. Go over to Jungle Scout, get an idea, maybe look at someone else's seller name and see what else they sell. Look, B-Way, sponsored up there. He knows what he's doing. Again, low sales, but we're just going to continue on with that. But generally in the UK, you might get quite lower sales compared to anywhere else. Look at that. Oh yeah. So if we look at barbecue accessories, yeah, it's getting better. Again, it's not quite there. So what I do is I use a combination of all of these 3 product research methods. You use Jungle Scout to find potential products, and you keep using Jungle Scout. That's an important thing, that you keep changing these around, going in and out of different categories. You know, if you want to look at beauty, then hey, look at beauty, and then try and get on gated then, which is possible. And then you look at sellers, like their back end, to see if they have any other products that are coming onto the market. Spend a bit of time doing this, and then of course you can use the search method. Just press space and then just press A and see what comes up. Delete that and press E, see what comes up. Press T, see what comes up. And that will show you products that potentially you wouldn't find on Jungle Scout. And they could be just coming into the point where they become a good, viable option for us to do for FBA. So those are the 3 techniques that I use. What do you guys think about those? What do you guys think? Let me pop back to the comments. See what we're going on in here. Johnny, about to make my YouTube account on my 10 days off. Just want to say thanks, bro. Thank you, Charles, for watching. When you set up your YouTube account, please send me an email with the link to it. I will sub and I'll like your videos and leave comments and stuff. Daniel, do you sell on US or UK? I sell on the UK market. Yes, it's the UK market. I could very easily sell on the US market, but I just choose not to. I could also very easily sell on the German market because I found a few products in Germany, but I can't deal with all the translation. Dylan, if I get your affiliate marketing ebook, how fast do you think I can make my first sale? It depends how long you spend on it, but as much time as you put into it. It depends on your niche. I've had people that have made money within the first week. A guy called Nicholas, hopefully he might be in the stream, after buying the book, and he's bought a lot of courses for affiliate marketing, and he felt there was always something missing. He bought the ebook, and within 1 week he made his first $75 commission after he'd been working on affiliate marketing for quite a substantial amount of time. But it was the ebook that kind of pushed him to make that first commission. Tanner J. Fox, stop showing all my product. Well, do you know what, Tanner? If you don't like it, you just get off my channel. Joking. I love you. Tanner the God. Yo, Tanner. Getting your course, Tanner, next week. Yes, Andrew, get the course through my affiliate link, please. Financial freedom, great idea, thank you. Nice product research tips. Yeah, no, the point about product research, guys, is that you don't just stick to one thing. Like, you can't just stick to one thing, because you're going to miss so many more opportunities that you're not looking at. I have people reach out to me all the time that say that they can't find anything on Jungle Scout, and I ask them, well, have they looked at other product research techniques? And they say no. So, while these people are looking and not finding anything, maybe because they're not playing around with the criteria enough, then other people are finding the products, ordering their products, and coming to market in that time. So you have to really, once you find a product, you really have to kind of act on it quite fast. Did you find your product? Yes, I found my product using Jungle Scout. And again, it took me about 2 weeks. I went through the same thing most people go through. So they look at the criteria of what they want to find, and then they keep looking through it, and they find okay products, but not great products. And then one day I was like, right, I'm just kind of going off piece. I'm going mental. I'm just looking at anything. I don't even care what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at anything and seeing what pops up. I don't know exactly how I found my product, but that day I started looking on Jungle Scout, and then I just went on I went a bit rogue to try and find all different types of products, and then eventually landed on mine. And when I saw the numbers, you just know immediately. You just know. Any tips for us struggling to find out products? You need to just you need to look at product research in a different way. Try and think outside the box. Lots of people try and tell you that you've got to, say for example, you want it to fit in a shoebox. Now, yes, that's great if it fits in a shoebox, but as long as it fits within the small package size that Amazon have for the FBA fees, then you're good. Breakable. Okay, ideally you don't want it to be breakable, but if you were to buy a breakable product, what would you do to try and make it as unbreakable as possible? So just think outside the box a bit. When you go out and you go shopping, then look at the products that are on the shelves of the shops and see what actual retailers are selling. Ask your friends if there's products that they have any ideas about. Like, my sister had a baby recently, and we went out, and there was she had a pram and all that sort of stuff, and there was so many things. I was like, well, I could definitely buy that product from Alibaba, and I could private label it. I wrote down a list of 5 products, and then came back home, started researching them, and then found most of them were too cheap, for me at least. But again, you've just got to always have it going through your head. Just applied for a trademark in the UK. Crazy, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome. You made your own product? Or what have you done a trademark for? Zach, great reminder of the search feature for considering a second product for bundling. Thanks. If you are going to be bundling, just on the note of bundling, let me show you how to find bundled products. This is the easiest way to find a bundled product, guys. So let's go back to this thing here. Right, this product here, right, this bike cover. If we want to bundle something with this bike cover, which I think people should, because as you can see, a lot of them are selling the exact same thing. They're all pretty much the same. What you need to do is just scroll down the page and have a look at this. So frequently bought together, there's that and this bike stand. Okay, admittedly, that bike stand is probably not going to be very good for FBA, for a bundle at least, but the other way round is potentially a good idea. So maybe you can sell these, but bundle this cover. Maybe that's potentially possible, or bundle that with a lock, or this little cable flex type thing. So there's always something you can bundle it with. Let's look at some of these other things. What was this thing? Gorilla hook. I literally have no idea what this is. It looks branded, to be honest. Yeah, I think tool belts, hook. Yeah, these, I can't imagine these to sell very well because they're not really a big product. Yeah, they're crap. Yeah, we don't want to look at those. But Again, you could maybe bundle that with something else in the tools department. So always think, okay, if this product isn't great or it's too cheap, maybe I can look at a bigger product, like a parent product, and see if I can do that. Where are my comments? Okie dokie. Excuse me. No worries, my pleasure for answering your questions. Can FedEx Express pay customs duty and VAT if you call them and ask them to pay for it? Okay, so with FedEx, my experience at least, is that they paid for it to get it out of customs and the VAT, and they sent me an invoice in the post. It arrived about a week later. I then had like 28 days or whatever it was to pay the bill. I can't remember if I called up or I just did it over internet banking. I really can't remember. But yeah, they just did it that way. However, I had another situation where my freight forwarder had to clear my goods from a UK port, and the UK port wouldn't release my products until I paid, obviously, and I had to pay him up front for his fee, and then I had to then pay HMRC, do a direct bank transfer or whatever, using a a code, and then again, I think later that day they released them from customs, so it's pretty quick. But yeah, you just need to call them up. On FedEx and UPS and DHL, all these people, you get a tracking number, and when you look at your tracking page, just have the automatic updates turned on, so they'll send you a text and they'll send you an email when it gets to customs and it's being held at customs. So then you just phone them up. You need the trademark in order to apply for a brand registry in Amazon and get the video and photos. Ah, nice, I like that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, because when they do look a lot better when you have photos in the actual description. But yeah, that's a very cool idea. Why you want to jump on gated for your next product? Basically, gated categories, there's less competition because people think that it's really hard to get on gated, when in actual fact, it's not hard to get on gated. You just need to know what to do. You will need a company. You'll need normally an address in that country, and a few other bits and pieces. But it's very easy to get on gated, guys. It is very easy to get on gated. You just need to know what Amazon need for you to do it. You just go out and do it, and you get ungated. Like, my advert's been approved. That's good. Teddy Nala. Nala looks so cute in the thumbnail. Thank you. That's my cat. Teddy Nala. Neddy Tyler. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for the FedEx customs duty response. No problem. Has anyone got any questions about anything else? Because I'm going to talk about some stuff if not. What about the storage fees if you have a lot of stock? Storage fees, very complicated. They go up for Christmas, by the way. So the storage fees, this is really interesting. It's quite a clever thing from Amazon. The storage fees go up over the Christmas period, but the FBA fee goes down. Now, the reason being is they want people with large amounts of stock to take some of their stock out of Amazon, and then they want them to sell their products faster. So they reduce the FBA fee, which means that the seller can reduce their price, which means they sell faster. It's quite clever. But storage fees, if you have a lot of stock, only order enough stock that you need. But it depends on the weight and size of the product. If you go to Amazon, just type in Google Amazon seller storage fees for your country, you will be able to find out the actual storage fees per cubic meter. And then once you have your products in Amazon, you can actually ask them to do like laser measurements of your product so that you're not paying any extra for your storage fees, because every product is a little bit different, and the FBA fee is calculated from like a rough estimate of how big your product is. How many products am I selling? I just had the one product, to be honest, just one product, but I was looking to get either a reorder of my product, which is quite expensive, or get some smaller products, some cheaper products. Potentially might still be able to get one before Christmas, but I'm not too fussed to get one in before Christmas. I don't think it's necessary to do that. However, I think January will come around. I think I'll have a few products ready to go in January. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting into a gated category. One of them, not saying which one. How much profit? The last month's profit. I can't even remember, to be honest. It's on one of my spreadsheets. It's one of my earning reports. Have a look at my last earning reports, and it's on there. But it was about $1,000 or something like that, 800 or $1,000. Another question: what exactly is Q4? So Q4 is quarter four. So a financial year is split into 4 parts, 4 quarters, and the last being the end of the year. So the last 3 months of the year. return on investment on my product is about 30 to 40%, depending on PPC spend. Sometimes this PPC spend is reached and you make less profit. Sometimes the PPC, like no one like clicks the PPC, and you make more organic sales. So yeah, kind of around that is pretty decent. In the UK, it's a little bit more tough to get a really high return because we have to pay more things. We have to pay VAT, which is 20%. But then everyone has to pay VAT, so everyone's in the same boat. So I guess maybe it's not the same. I don't know if that makes sense. So guys, if basically what I'm doing, if you are in the UK, I will be releasing my own FBA course, Amazon FBA UK course, so UK specific. If you are in the US or any other country, then I would advise just finding a course that is from someone that's in those countries. Like with Tanner's, again, if you're in the US, probably just go for him. But if you're in the UK, then I've created a course that is very specific for you guys and can teach you exactly what you need to do that's UK specific from someone that's actually done it. Now, my course, it will apply to the US, but I'm not putting anything in there about how to create an LLC or how to do anything with tax in the US or anything like that, because I don't have a company in the US. I don't know how to run the like LLC tax or whatever. I don't know how it works. However, I've had a company in the UK for quite a few years, and again, that's something I'm very comfortable with. And a lot of the questions I get are UK focused about how to do different things about in the UK, different like freight forwarders, all that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm focusing on. Of course, the content, the majority of the content is universal. It doesn't matter what country you are in, it will still work. Like all the product research will work, all the shipping, all of the creating your listing, everything like that, it will be very, very similar. Of course, I am also analyzing UK products in my product research strategy, which I believe to be the most comprehensive out there at the moment. And so yeah, you just have to, it's like what I did with Tanner's course, is he had a US course, I just kind of converted it into the UK, but it took me a little bit longer because I had to do the figuring out myself. Can you claim back VAT? Yes, VAT can be claimed back, and you do that by becoming VAT registered. So have a look into being VAT registered. That means that you pay VAT on products you import into the EU, and then you can charge VAT to your customers. Again, Amazon doesn't really care. They just see the price, and that's the price that it's on the market for. Different to the US, which again, the sales tax is on top. And then what you do is you collect that VAT from the sales price of the product, and then you pass it on to the government. So you're collecting the VAT on the behalf of the government, on behalf of HMRC. Now, you'll never pay VAT twice. So if you've paid 20% already for that product, then obviously the selling price is going to be a bit more. So you're still going to owe VAT because 20% of a higher amount is a higher figure. However, because you've already paid some VAT, you won't have to pay that same VAT again. And say, for example, you lose money, then you actually get a VAT rebate, which is pretty cool. But only if you're taxed, I think, only if you're VAT registered. To become VAT registered in the UK, normally you have to turn over £82,000. Unless you are selling in the UK and you do not live in the UK, then and you're storing your products in the UK, you'll probably have to become, I think you have to become VAT registered straight away. How much is a course? I would be interested to get this because it's UK specific. I am not entirely sure. I haven't completely decided on the price. And again, I wanted to work on it, get it nearly finished, and then put the price on it. If you do want to get it, just join that waiting list. It's the first link in the description, and I will be emailing people as soon as it's finished, and those are going to be the first people to find out how much it is. And for anyone that does get into that and then buys the course, I'm going to be doing something quite special for them. So again, I'm not going to explain what that is. It's going to be a surprise, but it'll be worth it. Bruno's interested, awesome. 5 minutes, guys. I'm going to do 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to go. So if you get any last questions, please let me know. Or if you want me to talk about anything else, let me know as well. You have 2 products, one very high sales, but in the top 20, only 5 less views than the other sales. I need to read this again. I have 2 products. One has very high sales, but in the top 20, only less than. It's awesome you got 2 products. I think what you're saying is they're selling well. I don't quite understand, but I saw 10,000 and 2,000, and I like those numbers. Just bought in bulk a load of ex-Argos stock from its 2010. Oh, that's really cool. Cool. Bose headphones work out £35 per unit, but selling online for 100. Amazon, yeah, Amazon is a bit bad for retail arbitrage with that sort of stuff. I would just sell them on eBay, to be honest. Just go on eBay, create your product listing, them, and obviously fulfill them yourself. But another cool little thing, a retail arbitrage trick you can do is if you go on Amazon and you find a product, and then you go on eBay, find that same product, and you can see that it's sold for more money on eBay, which is often the case, then create a product listing, like a really decent product listing on eBay, wait for someone to buy it, and then as soon as someone buys it, you buy it off Amazon and get it delivered to their house, and you can make a little profit in that way. What's in your ebook, and is it US friendly? Both of my ebooks are US friendly, yes. 100% they are both US friendly for affiliate marketing and for Amazon FBA. And the Amazon FBA one is about product research, which is why it's US friendly. It's because all you have to do is just when you look at the US market, you can add a few more sales on. You can add a few more sales, and it's not so much of a problem. Whereas in the UK, it will be a lot harder to find like 600 sales and under 50 reviews. Just because the market's just a little bit different. Connor, low reviews, five below 50 in the top 10. That's really good, yeah, 5 below 50 in the top 10. I tend to see, if I see, say, the top 12 or 15, if any more than like 3 or 4 of them have over, or I say 2 to 4 of them have over 3-digit reviews, that kind of puts me off. It depends on the other things though. So don't just look at these figures. Also look at the quality of those listings. If they're bundling, like, you know, the pictures, the descriptions, the reviews. If you can still improve on those listings and you can improve on the reviews and all that sort of stuff, improve on the product and the bundling, then you can still have the potential to steal other people's sales, because that's what we're doing. We're just taking other people's sales. It says you need to be authorized by the manufacturer to sell. Any suggestions? I'm not sure. I'm not really into retail arbitrage. I've never really done it, so I don't really know any suggestions for that, other than reaching out to that company to have authority to do it. So I don't know with regards to Amazon, unfortunately, for that, Lee. Course sounds amazing. Thank you, Connor. Yeah, just sign up to the waiting list if you really want to get it. You want to buy the ebook, but not sure. You take US. Yes, it's all done through Teachable. So the ebook's all done through Teachable. Take US dollar, Canadian dollar, any currency. They take any currency. It's good. You can pay PayPal or with your debit or credit card. It's nice and easy. Hello. Someone told the new £10 note with a serial number AA for 10,000 best ROI ever. Those new £10 notes though, they're wicked. They're really cool. I haven't actually got one yet. I don't keep any money on me. I never even go out of the house. Sold for 7,000. All right, good let off. Still a great return on investment. Yeah, definitely. Thing is though, loads of people put the new £5 notes on eBay, and like people were bidding on them, but I don't think they kind of sold. Do you build a brand around your product? My first product, I didn't build a brand around it. However, I realized about halfway through selling that I should have. The reason being is that different products will be very very easy to create a social media brand. So what I'm saying in my course is I go through a whole section on branding, on actually, you know, what should you call your company name and how should you brand your product to give it, if you want to create a branded product, you know, that's what you want to do. Some products just won't make sense. But if it's something that you can put out on social media, and you can have Instagram profiles and Facebook profiles and run advertising and ClickFunnels and all that sort of stuff, why wouldn't you want to do that? You know, it's just you want to get leads from as many places as possible and send them to Amazon. Even though Amazon have the majority of the traffic anyway, then why would you not want to get free traffic through Instagram and Facebook? I think building a branding around your product is definitely a good idea. Depending on the product, obviously. Some products, it just wouldn't make any difference. How much money do you need to start selling on Amazon UK? Okay, so it depends on your goal, and this is one of the big things I go to. The first part of the product research section is not how to find products, it is setting your goal. I personally believe that if your goal is selling 5,000 or getting 5,000 profit a month, or your goal is getting 1,000 profit a month, your product research is going to be completely different based upon your goal. So I would say if you have about £1,000, then you should be pretty good to get, you know, a decent amount of units for a kind of good-ish selling price to make. Maybe you could definitely double your money, but anywhere between £800 and £1,500 profit for those sorts of things, as long as you get the right product. But around £1,000, if you wanted to make more money, then you would need more to invest. If you wanted to do smaller products, but kind of get your feet wet, then you can spend less money, but bear in mind you wouldn't be making a huge amount. You might make £500 profit, but again, it's a good way to get into FBA. Like, I learned a huge amount by starting up that process. So I do say to people that, like, so I've been speaking to someone recently, and they said they had about £5,000 to spend, and my advice was, don't spend £5,000 on one product. Spend half of that on one product, and if you need to reorder and do a bigger reorder because it sells better than expected, then you have another £2,500. Or potentially, if you're happy with that product, you then have £2,500 to spend on a second product, and then have two streams of income, rather than one that is, you know, that could potentially be a lot harder. So hopefully that makes sense. Right, guys, I'm going to kind of finish this up. If you get any questions that I haven't answered, or anything that comes to your mind later on in the evening or whatever, then feel free to leave a comment on once this video is uploaded. For anyone that is still in, I'm actually looking to release this either mid to late next week. I've been working super hard on it. Today I recorded 34 videos today. So I've been working really, really hard on this. So yeah, 34 videos just today, and in total I think is around 70 videos. Again, I've really gone in depth with this, really, really super in depth. So I really look forward to showing to you guys. Ricky, kind of last question. If I'm looking to quit my job eventually by doing Amazon FBA, nice, and I'm just starting out, how much product research would you recommend me doing? Ricky, it just depends on how quickly you want to find a product. You know, you could find a product within the first hour of looking. It might take you a month though. Like, it really depends on your strategy, if that makes sense. It depends on your strategy. I would say use as many product research techniques as you can. Don't limit yourself to just one product research technique, because you know, you want to have other ways of thinking about things. I personally, when I started, I wanted to, like, my first 2 days, I was a weekend, so I spent the entire 2 days doing product research, and I found nothing. I then did maybe half an hour or an hour an evening for the next 2 weeks, kind of on and off, not every single night. And then after 2 weeks, literally today, after 14 days, I found the product after about half an hour to an hour of looking on Jungle Scout and, you know, on Amazon. So sometimes it's luck, you know, sometimes it's just luck, and you have like a good idea and you think, oh, I wonder what this product's like, and you check it out and it's really good. I actually found a couple today while I've been recording my videos, which has been pretty decent. If you start selling loads on Amazon and also have a big portfolio of properties, and also make loads from affiliate marketing, would have 3 limited companies or run it all under one. In that respect, I would definitely take my accountant's advice, but I would probably have 3 limited companies. I'm sure there will be some sort of tax implication and benefit. I mean benefit by having 3 limited companies. Also, you spread your risk over those 3. So, for example, if something happened to your Amazon product and someone sued the company and whatever happened, you don't want that to affect your property, and you don't want that to affect your affiliate marketing business. So you want them to be legally separate for any, again, legal issues that come up. That's my kind of thought on it. However, at the moment, my different streams of income, they add up to be a decent, not a lot, but an okay amount, but they're not enough to warrant 3 different companies or 4 different or 5 different companies yet. It wouldn't make financial sense to do that, because then I've got to pay for end of year accounts for every single company. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Well, I can do it once. Great advice to do with the FBA 5K. Thank you. High grade J. Well done, mate. Thank you. I am absolutely knackered. Yeah, I'm knackered. But I needed to do a video today. I'm taking advice from the big Tanner Fox to upload daily. It's super hard. Recently found you. Really appreciate the work you do for me and others. Keep it up. No, thank you, Ricky. Thank you for watching and for subscribing, if you're subscribed. Yeah, seek a lawyer and accountant's advice. But yeah. you would create 3 separate LLCs in the USA. Yeah, that would, that's what I would do. Hey. Cool. Can I start selling without a company? Yes, you can start selling without a limited company. However, if you are making money and you're not declaring it in some sort of way, then you will probably be breaking the law. So I would 100% look into being, if you're in the US, it's a sole proprietor. If it's in the UK, it's a sole trader, or having a limited company. Fortunately, in the UK, it's only £12 to make a limited company, and that's it. You don't need any other money to do it. Or you can spend about £14 if you go to a company and they set it up for you, or you can do it for £12 if you do it yourself, which is so easy. Right, that's it, guys. Thank you ever so much for joining me on this live stream. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I look forward to showing you what I've got planned for the next week. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button while you're here. Smash that thumbs up button if you've liked it, and just smash that down button if you didn't like it. Either way, I'm still happy. And of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, so you can see all my videos that I upload, and turn on notifications, a little bell that kind of vibrates, so you can get reminded of when I go live. Hope you have a wicked evening or day wherever you are. I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye-bye.